right. Hopefully this thing's picking me up. Hello? Okay, come on. What are you doing? You fighting with me today, you stupid microphone? Just bashed you guys, I'm sorry. But sometimes you gotta whack the thing to make sure it's even working in the first place. Because sometimes it doesn't want to work. Alright, so she's working. We're all good. So I believe we have finished up the majority of the Tatooine stuff. There's still a few things to wrap up, but we are basically done, which means we're probably going to move on to Manan pretty quickly here, which will be nice and fun, but I guess I'm going to grab a quick level up. I have come in today ready to talk about a few things because I know most of you guys don't care, but because it's early enough, I feel like I want to talk about it. Last night was the UFC, my favorite sport in the world, MMA. And for me, like the BMF belt, which is what was on last night, it is a fun time, if you will, where like it's supposed to be like some really badass fighters going out and swinging to the death. They go to war, right? That's the whole point of it. And unfortunately, I don't believe that happened last night. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like the UFC sometimes should take the boxing approach where they take two people they know are going to be exciting. And even though it kind of undercuts the idea of like rankings, I think they should like, do that more often. Undercut the rankings. I don't know, something about it. It's just there's just a bad taste left in my mouth after those fights last night. After Charles Oliveira just grabbed onto Max and held him down, right? Very upsetting, very disappointing. But I know you guys don't care about that. Okay, ZB, I have had this fresh on my mind since episode 16 and wanted to bring it up because it blew me away. I'm going to provide the facts and you interpret how you wish. Okay, let's go. Anyway, hi, Brain. How's it going? Hopefully you don't mind me ranting about some UFC stuff a little bit at the beginning there. Did you watch it? I know you're big into sports. Just want to check out the entire area just in case there's something here that I missed. Still hearing some Tusken Raiders off in the distance, though. Where the hell does that lead? That is definitely not the area that we knew about already. The Dune Sea and the Sand People territory. But yeah. UFC, had to get that off my chest because that upset me deeply. And I know that's not what we typically talk about here today. Also, and I know this might, irk a few people, but they announced the White House card. And honestly, that card looks sick. It's not as cool as they promised because they were initially like, oh, there's going to be like 7 championship fights on this card. And there's only 2. But still, it's a dope looking set of fights. And my boy Sugar Sean O'Malley's on the card. So that is all that matters to me. Sugar is currently my favorite fighter on the roster. So that feels like a very big win for me. Besides that, this is going to be a big text, isn't it, Brain? Going to be a very big text. Or text box, however you want to describe it. It's been fresh on your mind since episode 16. I'm very curious as to what this is. Very, very curious. Sorry about that, guys. Had to check something quickly. All right. Off to Anchorhead. Oh, that's another thing. Why am I stuck? That's another thing I want to talk about. I remember a bunch of you guys were talking about, like, how I should try out Fallout and give it a chance and all that sort of stuff. Because we talked about that ages ago during... Baldur's Gate 3. And I said I didn't like the vibe of Fallout. Well, I elected to go play Fallout 3 because of the whole Mass Effect ordeal, where my Mass Effect wasn't working. Because I needed something else to play in the interim of not being on the stream and playing this game. And the story of that game is good until the end, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So, someone used an AI tool to count every word spoken in C4. That includes Playhouse, ad reads, etc. Brennan is in the lead by a lot, and unsurprisingly. Surprisingly, Abria is in second by a lot, and everyone under her is Soldier's Table, who have 2 to 3 episodes extra. Then it's the Seeker's Table. People are using this as evidence that Abria needs to talk less, and and let other people get more shine. And I am starting to agree. Crazy to me, she is ahead of people by so much in word count, with almost no ad reads, which and much less playtime. Interesting. I'm not finished with last week's episode, but I was not a fan of how in Velas's moment with the Speak with Dead, she pointed to Taisha to prove we're friends with someone that you know, and then Abria talked for 45 minutes with the dead person when it should have been Velas. I can't disagree overall with that statement, I don't believe, right? Like, it's hard to argue if the evidence is truly showing that she has dominated a lot of it. But keep this in mind too, right? The character, the way that like this world has seemingly written the Druids, like the way that Brennan has written the Druids, is that they're extremely important individuals to the world, and they're well respected for their new role by most people. You know, like a good sign of that is the Infascins, right? So like the Infascin people just automatically respected her the minute that, you know, the minute that they talked to them, she was like, oh, respected instantly and like all that sort of stuff. Not to mention, she has like the most interactions with people, right? Because she has a prior relationship with Hal. She has a prior relationship with Octus. She has a prior relationship with Julian. She has prior relationships with Aranessa Royce, right? So this is a character who is like well entwined with the world, like in a lot of ways, a lot more than a lot of other characters, right? Like Teor is super wrapped up in the world, but not as much as Taisha is, right? So if you were to compare those two characters with the way that like one's respected by the world versus the way the other one is just a soldier within the world, it sort of makes sense that she talks so much. But I do agree she talks too much. She should really have let Velas truly dominate the thing where she cast her own spell, right? Like that was her spell. It was a little weird that they were, and not to mention the way they handled that was weird in general. I feel like they asked way more than 5 questions, which is what the spell is supposed to be. So it was a weird instance of the spell not working the way it's supposed to. But then you got to think about like, oh, well, the Stone of the Night song is really weird and all that sort of stuff. So it sort of made things different, which is fine. But I do think Velos should have dominated that conversation. And for whatever reason, Abria / Taisha, for the last like 2 episodes, has chosen to be like really standoffish with everybody on the table. Literally everybody. So I don't know. If you're gonna be super standoffish like that, you're gonna end up having lots of confrontations with other players. It's just gonna make sense that you're gonna have more like talking time. But at least for the next couple of weeks, she's gonna have way less. If that's something you're looking forward to, it's gonna be a lot of Hal. I get the feeling it's gonna be a lot of Hal and a lot of Azune. Like that's what it seems to be leading towards right now. Despite helping you on Terrace, Canderous continues to be something of a mystery to you. It might be a good idea to try to get to know him better. Speak to Canderous.
Yeah, what do you want?
And I'm not saying, like, just to go back to that for a minute, I'm not saying, like, we should give her some slack, but just as far as the way that I've interpreted the world, it's important to remember that she does have an important role. So it kind of makes sense, but hopefully as they move forward, they elect not to have that happen, right? Where, like, maybe she could, like... And I think that they're leading towards some sort of, like... I don't know. I forget what you said. You're not done the last episode, so I guess I can say this. They're sort of leading... in my opinion, they're definitely leading toward a story where she has to, like, really reconsider her role in the world. Where she has to be like, do I follow my old path, or do I have to start making a new path for people? Because the old path is so stuck in its ways. And I think they're really leading toward that. Not to mention, this was all about going and finding Allogar, her son. So she has a relationship with each individual character. And, you know, like Julian is in this place, like, just to put it into perspective, Julian was talking to Lady Aranessa Royce for the most part. Right? He was talking to Aranessa. So when she left, he kind of lost who he was talking to the most. So he became more of like a character of like, I'm going to talk when I need to, but mostly I want to go kill Taconuses. So he's not really talking. The only time Julian is really talking is when he's like, okay, can we move forward? Or okay, can we stop yelling at Octus? That's like the only time he really talks, you know? I love Abria. I love all of them. I will be honest though, I'm a bit tired of our level 3 druid acting like she's a insane level 20 druid. That's true. She does act like that. That is very true. I do think that Abria needs to rein it back just a little bit. If that's the ultimate takeaway from this whole conversation is I do think Abria needs to take a step back. Just a tiny bit. You know? Just a tiny bit. You know, give other people some room. I think specifically give Ashley some room to do something, because I feel like Ashley has sort of had the short stick compared to everybody else when it comes down to talking. Like, Ashley hasn't said very much at all, so it would be nice for Ashley to be able to talk a little bit, you know, without Taisha going, I'm going to talk now. But with the story that they've played out for those two characters and the way that they're sort of antagonistic against each other, it kind of makes sense that she would be this way. But at the same time, I want my poor Ashley to speak just a little bit, you know? But that's just me. All right, back to the game. I was wondering if you had any interesting stories, Canderous.
You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought? The enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes.
Is that why the Mandalorians attacked the Republic?
The Sith came to us with an offer. To fight a worthy enemy in a battle that would be remembered forever. Win or lose, as long as the fight is worthy, then honor is gained. The glory at having triumphed over impossible odds is what drives us. If there's nothing at stake, your possessions, your life, your world, then the battle's meaningless. We Mandalore take everything we are and throw it into battle. It's the true test of yourself. The battle against death. Against oblivion.
You seek death?
All life dies eventually. A true warrior is one who can beat it down whenever it raises its head. But times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand. and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davic's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
Crazy. It's actually kind of funny. That brings up an interesting thing, right? He's like, we Mandalore. Meaning, like, they refer to themselves not as Mandalorian as a group. They're Mandalore. That's their plural. Whereas in the canon, they say Mandalorian. There's just funny little differences like that. I like that stuff between canon and the lore that we get. My dream is that they find Alligar and he sees the party. Taisha opens her arms to a running Alligar, and he runs past her into Julian's arms for a deep makeout session. God damn it. I finally saw the Hive Mind Warcraft ad read and loved it. I have no idea what you're talking about. I skipped the ads mostly. I know that sounds bad. I just don't like the way they're presented compared to the old ones. The old ones are interesting because they were like at the table and stuff like that. These feel a little weird and disjointed, so I just kind of skip them. Also, it doesn't matter what kind of shit they end up promoting. Every time you go to buy it, it's fucking sold out before you can. Also, I didn't see the fights. Well, fair enough. Those fights were terrible, so I wouldn't waste my time with those fights either.
Back already? Have you
But I
even
did,
looked
so.
for the holocron yet?
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not sure I can give it to you.
And why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother. You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do. You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you anymore, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit.
Maybe you should listen to what she has to say.
You don't know her. My mother is notoriously deceptive when she wants something. Why should she have the holocron?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother.
Maybe one of you should be the first to give the other a break.
You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Your father loved you so. He wanted you to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts, but I said they were too dangerous.
Treasure hunting is a dangerous occupation.
I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless life we led. Always moving. I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order?
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone. Especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments. That's why he went for the pearls. I begged him not to, but...
Your treatments?
I'm dying, Bastila. I did not lie about that. It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go, but you know how he was. Stubborn, like you.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, Bastila. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before I
know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Well now, you said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me?
I'll do my best.
That's good. I'll feel a lot better knowing there's someone to watch her.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
Here, take these 500 credits. That's all I have.
Oi,
Go to
you giving up my
Corset and
credits?
Find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again when we can talk.
All right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastila. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother.
Well, there we go. Can we
How
talk
can I help?
Basta a little bit? So do you feel better now?
Yes. That brought me a lot of peace. More than I thought it would have. Thank you for urging me toward it. After all my training, I would have thought it would have been easier. Apparently, I still have much to learn.
Uh-huh. Oh, what? I just talked to you!
How can I help?
Why did the council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris proved that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. There is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
If the Force wants us to be together, why do you keep resisting my undeniable charms?
I said we were brought together for our mission, to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force would be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction when we should be saving the galaxy from Malak.
Mutual attraction? I knew you were interested in me.
Mutual attraction? I never said... It's
You did.
just an expression. Whatever our feelings... whatever your feelings, you have to try to ignore them. Don't let this complicate things. Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly.
It just seems odd they would send me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling there's more going on than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
We'll just forget that we have Jolie on our group now. I guess that makes sense.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will
Sorry for
come
coughing
at
a lot.
its
I
appointed
still
time.
got
You
that
mustn't be so
throat
impatient.
tickle. Me, you're the one who thought this was her big addition to masterhood.
Must you be so frustrating? I admit I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn.
What can I say? It's fun.
Fun? Fun? Driving me insane is your idea of a good time?
Lighten up, I'm only joking.
You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad.
Complain all you want, but I know you love it.
I don't know if I should be outraged that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can always lighten the mood. Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Alright. I think with that... Oh, wait, the Jawa. There's a fucking Jawa we gotta go talk to. I also skipped the ad reads and accidentally watched the one from episode 17, and it was absolutely hilarious. You need to see it. I'll go back and watch it then. One of the best I've ever seen. The whole cast, except for Sam, was a part of the Hive and gave him the "you can't join, it's not you, it's us." Damn. Just wondering from a percentage standpoint, how far into the game is this? I think we are in the neighborhood of like... Okay, well, we still have to go to Manon, Korriban, and then there's like the area with the Starforge. So I would say we're about, depending on how long and how much I want to do in Manon, we're about 50% of the way through. You of your kind, Iza of the Jawa, would like to thank you for what you've done. Mine have returned because of you. It was... It is as we agreed, as Iza... Iz's? His name is Iz's, not Iza. Hoped it was. I have things to give you. Take and be welcome. That'll be fine. Good luck. You are a good friend of the Jawas. Will remember when your kind are gone. Damn. Ask if you need any more of anything. When we're gone. Jesus, trying to kill me? But yeah, I would say we're probably about like 50% of the way through the game. That being said, as we level up and start reaching max levels, we should be able to power through different worlds. And Manon can either take a long time or be short, depends on how much you want to do. And Corbin's pretty short as well, so realistically it comes down to how much you want to do, ultimately. So, it's up to you about how long this game is. I'll probably try to just, based on like, you know, myself, I'll probably just want to
Greetings again.
fly through Manon a little bit. And then I'll probably... there's not much to do on Corbin, but we'll get there.
That. But do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy?
Yes, we have it all.
Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerka Corporation thanks you.
You might want to give an additional reward. You know what? For a bit more, I could maintain my vigilance in the future.
I think you'll find that the reward I've given is more than adequate for the task. I'm sure. Zerka
That amount will
Corporation
suffice.
thanks you again.
500. Hang on, I still got
Greetings
other
again from
gaffy
the-
sticks.
Of course, you've done a farewell.
I guess we had Gaffy stick. Time to get the heck off of Tatooine. We could talk to Mission's brother, but yeah. I don't care. His mission sucks. Actually, isn't his mission just, can I have money? So yeah, no, I don't want to give him any money. But overall, I would say we're more than 50% of the way through the game, I think. Because I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on Manon. I'm already not doing all like the swoop bike stuff because that stuff gets boring after a minute. So we're pretty well just, you know, plowing through the game. And now that we're heading to Manon right now, so shouldn't be too long on that front. What the fuck is this? The Gizka looks at you curiously cooing. Pick it up. You try to pick up the Gizka, but it wriggles from your grasp and plops back on the floor. He looks at me cooing. I will not kill it. I'm just going to leave it alone. The Gizka looks disappointed at the lack of attention and hops away. Well, then come here. Pet. You scratch the little critter behind the nubs that pass for ears, and it coos enthusiastically in response. Play a game with the Gizka. You play a game of peekaboo with the little creature, hiding your face behind your hands, and then startling it each time you appear. What fun. Alright. Too bad, little thing. We gotta get to work. Alright. Before we get too far, I think there is another outfit that we can check. That is better. Master robes. Slightly better. But I guess that's something like we could talk about. Like, we are technically heading toward the potential of this game ending sooner than later, I guess. We're about halfway through. I guess it's time to start the conversation of what games are next. I've been dying to play Kingdom Hearts. I've been putting off playing it in my own personal life because I've been like, well, we're probably going to play it on stream. So Kingdom Hearts is definitely an option that I wouldn't mind playing because I love me some Kingdom Hearts. But I also want to see if there's any like newer games out that we need to play that I haven't played.
Fellow Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Callow's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandit, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
If I remember correctly, this is the guy who kills our like friend at the beginning of the game. Oh damn. Like on the Endar Spire. I'm pretty sure this is the same guy.
Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Who wins in a fight between Palpatine and Xehanort? Depends on when. When is this Palpatine? Because if it's Palpatine from episodes 1 all the way through 6, it's Xehanort. But if it's Palpatine at the end of episode 9, I'd give Palpatine a good chance. But I'd still think Xehanort would probably win. And it depends on which Xehanort. Are we talking young Xehanort? Are we talking old Xehanort who lost to Terra? Are we talking about Terra Xehanort? Which Xehanort are we talking about here, Brain? I'm just glad we don't have to shoot people as we come into this one. But yeah, which it depends on the and EHO. Whose betrayal was more shocking, Anakin or Riku?
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Revan Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manon is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
Well, seeing as how the prequels are set before, but after the original trilogy, where we know who Anakin is, I'm gonna say Riku. just gonna say Riku. Maybe the land was once above the surface.
It is possible. The melting of polar caps or a cataclysmic earthquake could have buried the
Jesus, I'm sorry, guys.
ago. Records from that time are incomplete. The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
All right. So who do we want to bring with us to Manon? That is the ultimate question. Also got to hit that save button so I don't lose hours of work. But yeah, I would probably say like Riku's was more shocking, but that's also for me like I've known like my entire life, right? Like that's not a surprise to me sort of deal, if that makes sense. I don't know who to bring with. That was so weird for a minute because they're showing their base outfits. I was like, that is not what Jolie is wearing. Maybe Mission should come with us, but also it's been a minute since we've used Karth. So we could use Karth. Who should we bring? I thought Jolie had a mission here too. Maybe we'll just grab Jolie. We'll go with Jolie. Just for the giggles. And he's got to level up. But to go back to that Palpatine versus Xehanort thing. A lot of people underestimate the Kingdom Hearts verse for some reason, which has never made sense to me, because the Kingdom Hearts verse, as far as like power scaling goes, is insane. And I think that's why people don't like talking about them, because they're like, yeah, but like they're nuts, so it's a little difficult to get a grasp of things. Damn, there's really not much we can do here, huh? Force suppression. That works. I'm curious if I should bring somebody else instead of Jolie, because
Sure.
we might need some hacking done, but I don't remember. I It's been a minute since I've been to Manon.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong,
just called him a simp.
like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
That feels ominous.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
Why do the Sith upset you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manon, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
The Sith and Republic coexisting peacefully? Well, relatively.
Peacefully? Not hardly. Just look in their eyes. You can see they'd like nothing more than to kill each and every one of us. Personal-like.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do, though. The Selkath want to maintain their neutrality, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions. And that could lose us the war altogether.
Have you seen an ancient star map?
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Nah.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Okay, so I get the feeling we're going to be walking around for an hour trying to find this guy. Okay, Bastila. Have you seen that the voice actor for Riku has actually been playing through Kingdom Hearts on stream? It's hilarious. He's talking about a lot of behind the scenes stuff, which is why I don't watch it, because I'm like, I don't want to be privy on this, but it's a lot of people are looking at it and they're having a good time with it. I was just curious if you'd seen it or not.
How can I help?
You look like you have something to say.
I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us.
You made that sound very painful for you to admit.
Did I? I am trying to be sincere here. It occurred to me that I may have been too critical of you, too demanding at times.
Thank you. I appreciate the gesture.
I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really.
Nonsense, you're not self-absorbed or stodgy.
That's kind of you to say, but I know for myself it's not really true. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course.
We could be more than friends, Bastila.
Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I'm glad you did. I care for you too, Bastila, as a friend.
Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel I feel much better, but enough soul-searching for now. We should probably continue on with our mission.
We gonna smash, ladies and gentlemen. We gonna smash. God damn it, went the wrong way automatically. Anyway. It is time for us to continue moving. Hopefully we can get through Manon relatively quickly compared to the other two. We've been spending on average like an episode and a half on each place, except for Terrace. Terrace is like, oh, 6 million years later. Even though he's joined your group, Jolie remains somewhat of a mystery. A mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him about why he chose to come with you.
Got something on your mind?
We always have to talk to them. Why did you decide to come with me?
Got yourself a fast little ship. I forgot what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted a ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny. All of that. Breath like a panther.
Did you annoy this person endlessly too?
Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
I've never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Does the story have a point, old man? No. Is there supposed to be some sort of hidden meaning behind this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are you talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well.
Bullshit.
I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
I'm back. Have you seen all of the throwers in Marvel Rivals drama? I have not. Actually, that's not true. I have had someone specifically throw many games. That's fucking bullshit. You know what? You've reminded me of stuff now. Yes, I have seen all these people. I just didn't realize there was a big drama. I just thought there was a bunch of trash players. What is this? Explain in detail what this means. Andor killed Crate, I take it?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too, or this could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway, finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you, old man. This is so rude. It's big, and Marvel Rivals even put out a post on Twitter about it. Really? That sucks, because, like, I was playing a game recently where we didn't ban a specific person that this guy wanted us to ban Black Panther, and because we didn't ban Black Panther, he threw the game. It was infuriating. The Marvel Rivals throwing epidemic refers to incentivized throwing, where players intentionally lose matches for money. A site called IntList lets users place cash bounties on specific players. Others claim the bounties and sabotage games when matched with the target to earn about 80% of the reward. The system caused widespread match throwing and chaos in ranked games. What the fuck? I could have been getting paid for throwing games? Pretty much people were throwing and being toxic, so other toxic people made a website to target these people in games, and now Marvel Rivals is pissed. No shit. That's supposed to be a Gooner game. Why are they doing this to my Gooner game? What does this have to do with you coming with me?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Some bounties go up to $400. Brother, I need to start taking some bounties. $400? That sounds awesome. Did I just go the wrong way again? I just went the wrong way again. Jolie, you got me all turned around, dude. That sounds insane. That is a crazy situation that I've never even heard of. And it's fucking annoying because I'm playing the shit out of the game. How did I not hear about this? Oh. Leaving Anto City security zone. Cameras deactivated. Where does this go? Sith soldier. I think I'm in the wrong place. Alright. Let's see where does that little map thingy take us. That looks like the only place that I need to go. So, let's go. That's crazy though. I didn't even know these like bounties were happening. That definitely explains that one guy who was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw the game now." Like, what? Why? Because that was it was actually what's even more annoying is we were stopping the enemy team. It was a fucking 5v6 and we were still putting up a good fight. So that guy got pissed. He was very upset. But $400 on like a video game, like that just feels weird. What is this? Is this a seeker? This guy looks like a seeker. Why is this door closed? Welcome to Manon. While you're here, I trust you will follow all the rules governing the activities of off-worlders. Don't worry, I'll follow the rules. There is a docking fee of 100 credits. You will have to buy or pay this fee each time you dock a Manon, or you will not be permitted into Anto City. Yeah, no, I don't need to pay the docking fee. I see, yes, you do not need to pay.
The Jedi Council wouldn't approve, but they always were a little stodgy about using the Force on people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
The gates of Anto City are open to you. You may come and go as you please, so long as you do not leave the planet. If you do, you will have to pay the docking fee once more. This is the only planet where they're like, you gotta pay it multiple times. Alright. Let me check the journal here. I want the main quest. Why are we looking at this stuff? Star map. Yeah, okay, let's go find the Republic Embassy. It's the best place we gotta go.
Jolie, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides,
Fucking brain.
Light
How dare
side,
you.
Dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
Malik and the Sith are evil, Jolie. You can surely you can see that.
I want to stop Malik as much as anyone, but I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. Capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you were quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group. With a lightsaber. And Force powers.
So a fucking Jedi. ZB loves to pay for docking. I have not paid for it once. That is why I get the Force Persuasion. I actually agree with what you just said. And my problem with Marvel Rivals is too many people with their main character energy thinking they're playing Fortnite. This is a 6 versus 6 game where you have...
Days are numbered. It won't be long until Malik turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malik isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malik's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malik could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Oy, oy, oy. Everyone's all upsetty spaghetti over here. Where were we? We were talking about Marvel Rivals. This is a 6v6 game where you claim the point and keep it, and so many people want to run off and have 1v1 fights and lose and then complain that they didn't get healed. Oh my god, I don't know how many times I've had to deal with that bullshit. And half the time the team has the point and in their winning, and they're still raging about not getting healed. It's true. That's such a real fucking problem. My least favorite thing is when people don't push point. They're like, yeah, we could probably stop them, but I'm not going to. It pisses me off to no fucking end. Whenever I see like a moment where easily we could have taken the point back.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
This is a public street.
Hiding behind the Selkout laws. Typical Republic cowardice.
Right. That's what I'm doing. We really have to figure out where we're going. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck here for ages. But yeah, that's some interesting drama that I didn't even know was really happening. Yortal's Emporium. It doesn't sound like where we need to go. What is this? This is the Sith area? Sith War Droid? Sith Diplomat. Okay, so we went the wrong way because we are looking for the Republic Diplomat, and that is not where we're supposed to be there. We're not supposed to be there. So we shall see. Where the heck is the actual guy that we're looking for? Is that why she's like, this is a Sith street because we're on the Sith Diplomat
We
spot?
might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win this war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Hey, yo.
Sorry, but you're too late to recruit me. I've just hired on with the Sith. Of course, if the Republic has a better offer.
You'd work for the Sith, they're evil.
Hey, keep your lectures. The Sith pay well, and they pay up front. That's all I care about.
You suck.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Okay, damn. You guys are rude. I mean, they're Sith. I don't know what to expect. Other than some rudeness. Swoop registration, definitely not going in there. We said we were skipping that earlier. So we went the wrong way entirely earlier, which sucks. But hey, at least we're discovering more of the map. Also, that guy gave us a very complicated way to get there. So it's not my fault that this world is a complicated mess. We shall find the correct way to go eventually. Maybe this way? Republic Embassy. Hell yeah. We took the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Why are the soldiers loading so much Colto?
Colto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Colto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Colto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Colto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council. Perhaps you could help me with it.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, the remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Come on, tell me.
No. You do what I want and maybe I can help you out. Until then, nothing.
Let's not do that. What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was
Otto,
damaged.
not Onto.
It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Where is the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
How do I get in the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Interrogating the prisoner sounds good.
Good. It's a logical place to start. But you should also hear about the other options available to you. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Nope. Is there another way?
The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a passcard to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
Interrogating the prisoner. It's right here.
Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Yep. Alrighty. I feel like my theories on C4 have been pretty solid so far. Maybe not 100%, but things like Mara the Wing, the Falcon, at the Oz's execution, Taconis moving because Octus is not having powers. I feel like I've proven I'm on the right path. Sorry, that's funny. And my hunch is that the reason we are doing the Schemers last is that we'll all reconvene. It may be at Hal's funeral. I don't know why, but I just always get the strong death vibe from Hal, and I still believe he is setting up a Hero as his next PC. Oh, setting up Hero as his next PC. I agree, to a certain degree. I definitely agree.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate.
I definitely think it's a good possibility.
I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet.
What was he doing out there?
We're not sure exactly. If you can convince him to talk, we should be able to find that all out.
What did they do to him?
The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now?
Yep.
Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while.
Alright, let's get started.
Okay, but you should know what we have to work with here first. What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch.
A catch?
Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback.
Okay, before we keep going with this conversation, I just had a crazy idea. I don't know how it works or what causes it, but I love it. What if, for some reason, unbeknownst to us, Hal has put on Belair's mask? That causes Liam to play hero. It's not a bad idea. Now that is the Gestalt character we've been waiting for. What do you mean, Darius Rex? And hello, Darius Rex. And hello, Dream. How's it going? Sorry you're late. Oh, no worries, man. You just, pop in and out whenever you feel. Well, the party doesn't start until you arrive, Dream, so technically you're not late. Exactly. A wizard arrives exactly when he means to. Jedal 2 classes at once in 3.5. Oh, okay. I never played 3.5, so that's a new term for me. Interesting. Isn't that just a multi-class? I detect a pattern here.
It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then?
Yep.
Hey, you. Wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
Interrogate him.
What do you want?
No, it's both leveling up at the same time. So basically 40 class levels. Holy fuck, that's cool. That sounds awesome. How does that work? I need details. That sounds insane. 3.5 was kind of broken that way. That sounds awesome, though. That sounds so cool. Relax, I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
If you talk, we can make it worth your while. I don't want to hurt you unless you make me. We're the only ones who will take you in now.
The Sith will never trust you again, Spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. I am Sith. I will
Damn.
never betray them. Your Republic is weak, and will soon fall at any rate.
If you talk, we can make it worth your while.
Ha, worth my while. The Sith don't pay very well, but they'd kill me.
I don't want to hurt you unless you make me.
There's nothing you can do to me, Jedi, that the Sith wouldn't do worse. I'm not afraid of you.
Let's try something else. We know about your companion.
What companion?
Persuade lie, we don't really need you. Your companion will tell us what we need to know anyway. If you don't tell us, he'll suffer. Perhaps we should give you back to the Sith, but keep him. Let's go with that one.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
The Sith are not that easy to fool. We would see through your petty deceptions and destroy you for the way you try to humiliate us.
We don't really need you. Your companion will tell us what we need to know anyway.
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
Ah, the Sith are stronger than you. Each one of us. You'll never break us.
If you don't tell us, he'll suffer.
Nothing you could do to us would make us talk. We Sith are stronger than you give us credit for.
Let's try something else. Maybe we should do something about Talia. Or sorry, Tila.
How did you find out about her?
It's an optional rule that lets you play with 2 players instead of 4. Oh, that's interesting. I have 3, so I guess I'm lucky. This guy is the politest Sith we've ever met apart from Count Dooku. True. I wouldn't call Dooku polite, though. We can make life easy for both of you here in the Republic.
No, never.
Damn, he blanked out.
Inject him with a neutralizing agent and start over with a new dose of the truth serum. Interrogate him.
What do you want?
Alright, we're going to start with Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
We already have her. She may be spared if you talk.
No, please don't hurt her. Please.
Talk or something may happen to her.
No, please don't hurt her. Please.
We can make life easy for you both here in the Republic.
Yes, it could be so much easier.
All right.
What do you want?
We should write that down. We should really write down the order of how that went, because I feel like that's going to be important for us to correctly do this. So we have to like lie to him, tell him that, you know, we already have her, and then we can make their life easy as the last one. All right, relax. I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
I don't want to hurt you unless you make me. Wait a minute, which one worked? The money one worked, right? Fuck.
No, never. Damn.
God damn it, inject him with the serum. Alright, interrogate him.
What?
Talk about your wife. We'll say this first.
You
What?
couldn't have her. You're bluffing,
Talk or something may happen to her.
Do whatever you want. Yes.
Okay. Well, that one worked for some reason.
Boy.
Alright, we're not here to threaten you. This may not work. We might just have to go into the goddamn thing and just start killing people. So I just started blasting. We'll make it worth your while.
Worth my while. This.
We're the only ones who will take you in now.
The Sith will never trust you again.
Never.
Fuck's sake.
There's nothing you.
Let's try something else. Your companion.
What?
We don't really need you. Your companion will tell us what we need.
Gutless Sith.
Fuck's sake.
Damn.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stop speaking to him.
Soon? I think he could last a bit longer. Come back if you want to try to break him again. He's not going anywhere for a long time.
That's not our option. Our option is to start blasting. That sounds like the much better choice. Try 2, 3, 1 of those dialogue options. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Alright, gotta talk to this guy first.
Let's get it started.
Alright. So, interrogate him. Relax. I'm not here to threaten you. 2.
You think me weak
Nope.
enough to give in to false promises of wealth and riches? The Sith are stronger than that. We will have it all eventually anyway.
Alright, let's try something else. We're just gonna leave this guy alone. I feel like my character has always been the one who's gonna just start stabbing people. That's his whole thing. Okay, ZB, you should give me control over your vote for the next stream game. I've got our stream game post because I have some ideas. Well, what ideas do you've got? What are your ideas? Too hot to handle. What? Love Island. What? No, we're not. What? Amen to that. Yeah, exactly. We're just gonna go start killing people. Just a better option. And we get rid of a couple of Sith. That's all that matters. So bam. Here we go. We've got the card key for it now, so we can just get moving. Love Island. Why are you mentioning Love Island? Yeah, exactly. These are not the games that you're suggesting, are you? In which case, no, I will not give you control. But I do need to know some like future games that we want to try out. Netflix has terrible games that are Love Island and Too Hot to Handle, and we should vote for them. Oh, hell no. Hell no. That sounds terrible. That sounds rough. I don't even watch those shows. Like, that's not for me. Like, I find too many of those reality shows are, like, way too fake nowadays. Not my thing. I want to watch Survivor 50, but I just fear it's going to be way too fake. Is this the Sith one? Hang on. Mission for the Republic. 1, you can interrogate the guy. 2, you can decrypt the thing. No, you can use the key that Roland gave you and force your way into the Sith-controlled hangar and fly outside Anto City, the embassy through the entrance. The hangar is located at the west end of the Anto City docking bay. Is that where we are right now? Docking bay. Is it the private hangar? Okay, so maybe we go to the private hangar instead. But yeah, it is time to sort of start thinking for whatever we're going to vote for next, right? I think Kingdom Hearts is going to go back on that list for sure. But we shall see. It is leaving Auto City, security zone, cameras deactivated. Interesting. Watch Survivor 50 so far, best season since Winners at War. Ooh. Damn it, I have to listen to this again. Oh, goody. Just right away we're into some battle. This is what I like to see. Oh, you're a lowly apprentice? You just got destroyed, brother. See, this is the way we should have gone from the beginning. This is the easy. Yeah. What fool I was. We should have came this way right off the rip. I'm a Survivor superfan, been watching since 2003. Love it. New gen seasons since they switched to 28 days. I'm not as big of a fan of, but this season 50 has been phenomenal so far. So many great players have returned, and they're playing hard. Well, is Boston Rob there? Take the transport to the Sith base. I know Boston Rob's not there, but he's one of the coolest ones. Like he's a cool guy. The season where he and Sandra did like the whole like they were teaching the other people, and he made like an apartment building was so good. He made himself like a full ass apartment building. It was awesome. That guy, you just know that guy spends like every day just building shit in his backyard. Like, that stuff is so good in my opinion. Now let's just hit us with some master speed. Here we go. Some elite troopers, huh? Yeah, very elite. They're getting shredded. Hell yes. Jolie, just use your droid kill moves. These guys are too stupid to realize that something's going on down here, so they're gonna get grenaded. Damn, that did so much damage. I feel like Manon is actually supposed to be a place that we come to a little earlier, because I feel like we're smashing this place. Well, Dispatch was a great suggestion, so I don't think we should play. While I don't think we should play Netflix games, I like the idea of suggesting games that you haven't played before. Yeah, me too. My vote for your next game is Persona 5, but I think you said before you weren't interested. Yeah, because that game is like 800 years long. That would be like the equivalent of us playing Baldur's Gate 3 again, which was like 40 sessions long.
Not this again.
Okay, the fact that this guy is screwing me over so badly right now.
Yes?
Please stasis this guy. He saved, of course he did. We need someone to not be stunned for a minute. And down she goes.
Yes.
Come on. What just happened? This went downhill so fast.
Yes.
This guy doesn't do any damage. Why is Jolie here? Maybe I should just grab somebody else instead of Jolie. This is rough. Well. Alrighty. Let us hope I can get rid of Jolie somehow. Can we just leave? This door has been permanently sealed. And we're stuck with Jolie. Here we go. I believe this blows up the minute you walk through, right? Well, it didn't that time for some reason. So, just gotta be smarter. Smarter about what we do. Just gotta be smart. And as we make our way through every single room, we will just kill everything. And then save. There we go. Some people gotta be dead here, right? These die. Droid disable, just because this is going to make life easy. There we go. And like I said, after every room, we save. This is gonna be the game. This is how it's gonna work. The experience, hang on. Yeah, I put 120 hours into my PS5. That's crazy. Inscription is a short game I beat in a week with a full-time job and a kid. That's fair. The experience playing it for me was a 10 out of 10. I've never played anything like it. A perfect stream game. You have to go in knowing nothing. Well, if Zodiac hasn't played her story, that might be an interesting pick. Not sure, however, if it would be his thing. What about the Goose Game? Goose Game, what? What is that? Oh, what is this? You gotta switch all the rooms over?
Warning. Activating flow control may flood occupied chain.
Yeah, let's not do that. Holy. I don't know how that's gonna work, so we're gonna go a different way. I don't know what the Goose Game is, nor do I know what her story is. Nor have I ever heard of this inscription, so I'll have to look into each of these. What was that? Water pump analysis. Where was that? Water pump analysis. In regards to the system in place to cycle the water from the ocean to the thermal heaters, what were you thinking? What made you put the airlock mechanism only on the other path to the north side of the base? Now everyone has to know how to cycle the water out of the room into the adjoining one for each of the 3 rooms in sequence without accidentally flooding the room they're in. We lost 7 troopers just this week. Next time I'm there, you better show me how to do it properly. I can't afford to lose any more of my aides while trying to get to the Sicklath or the Selcath. Okay, whatever that means. How about this? Can we get into this room? Get out of the way. Did I just murder them? Come on out, dum-dums. I don't want to drown you. There's water in this room now? Bam. The control panel is currently malfunctioning. What? Okay, well that seems like hell. We're in some bad shit. Hello, Bick. How's it going? It feels like peak Star Wars that they have a base where you can literally drown by trying to get through the 3 doors. Untitled Goose Game, the stealth puzzle game where you play as a horrible goose terrorizing a quiet English village. Sound interesting? I mean, I guess. It sounds like something for sure. Alright. Let us try to whoop some ass in here. Did I use up my energy shields? There we go. Force speed. Now hopefully we can F these fools up. Wrong guy. He's dead. Okay, it wasn't the wrong guy then. Okay, we're back to this nonsense. crazy how we just get destroyed with all that stuff. Oh my lord. They just fucking wreck us in that room. Okay, you know what? I'm going to open this with a different mindset this time. We're going to race in there and just start throwing grenades. Maybe boost some stamina. Use some force. Bam. Okay, I don't even get to act first. This guy really needs to die. He's the problem over here. Thank you. What was any different this time from last time? Well, enjoy your little whirlwind. What the I'm saving immediately. What was different? The Goose Game is very good and pure chaos. Would you want to play a game, the new Fable game when it comes out? Well, of course. That looks awesome. I love Fable. Like, Fable is one of my all-time favorite games of all time. All-time favorite games of all time. I think I've said too many all-times there. Alright, well, we did save. I'm going to save again, just to be extra safe. That Dark Jedi got a stun lock on you guys last time. Yeah, but it's like, it doesn't make sense. Like, what's the difference? This son of a bitch. Ooh, what's beyond this door? That looks scary. But we gotta find the terminal on which shuts that all down. Yeah, the new Fable is definitely something I would consider playing on stream. I wouldn't mind playing the originals, but if this is just gonna be like a reboot, then I don't see the point in that. Disassembly room. Disassembly room. Hello! Is that the droid we're looking for? It's not the droid you're looking for. Except it is. Oi! Who just force pushed me? There's no Jedi. Who just force pushed me? Bye-bye. I think this is the droid that we were looking for. Data module. Hell yes. So we could leave, but I'm pretty sure the implication is we are stuck. A security decryption interface, universal computer interface. So that'd be good if we had HK with us, but we don't. We have Jolie, which is bad. This is unfortunate. We really should have brought HK. And I knew we should have. And I just was like, you know what? Let's just stumble our way through the game instead. But yeah, like I want to try like new games out, like, because Expedition 33 was a new experience and it was like amazing, right? So like being able to do that on like a bigger scale for other games would be fun as well. All right, what is that? I'm just getting flamethrowered now. 1 damage. This is not good. They're dealing 6 back though, so I feel like we're good. Hey, it's stunned again. Had to wait for my force to come back a little bit. 5 hundo. Beautiful. Oi, who just died? Oh, I just did that to myself. Like a dumb bastard. Where's Jolie? What are you doing? Your whole purpose is literally destroying droids, and you're sitting there not using the best ability you have. Look at that, you dumbass. You could have done that way sooner.
Yes?
Why are you here? You're never coming on our team again. You are the reason we are screwed.
Yes?
Like, holy smokes. Disco Elysium would be a great pick. I hear that's a lot of reading. You guys know what my reading's like. DEI hire? Oh no, I didn't mean it like that, Jolie. I'm sorry. Oh dear. There's an assault droid. We're in deep shit. There's 2 assault droids again. Hey, Jolie, if you don't hit your ability correctly, I swear to God. There we go. I will switch to Jolie. Jolene, Jolie. Bam. Come on. Use your ability properly. Beautiful. See, there's some level ups in here. This is the whole reason we pick up this ability. It's actually read. Well, I would have to read it out loud. It's read to you. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. That is not so bad then. Jesus. Computer use. Damn, his abilities are not great, are they? What is this? Armor. Sure. Security. She's got some security. That's good. There we go. We're going to have to add Droid Destroy on her, I feel. As we continue moving through this place, we're going to end up getting into a lot more fights with droids. Just this odd feeling about it, you know? Alright. Alright. Just like with my recommendation for Expedition 33, just put encryption on the vote and trust, because there are reveals in this game I would hate to have spoiled for you. It's just great. Okay. I forgot KOTOR used 3.5 D20 system. Yeah, because that would have been the popular system at the time when it came out, right? So that only makes sense to me. What is this? This is like death? Oh yeah, this is death. That looks like death room. I don't like it. Also, they have dice rolls and you make your own stats. Yeah, it's like this game is very heavily based off D&D. I'm one with the Force is with me. Bam. Steam vents deactivated. Controller panel. Let's not do that with me. Jolie. East Barracks. Hang on. We're going to have to look at some other stuff. Security room. That looks like the room we need to get into. Corrupt droid targeting program. Disabled droids. Yeah. I feel like using 9 versus 8 just makes more sense. So we'll disable that. And then we'll disable that. So we don't have to fight them again. Computer room. 2 guys. I'm not overly concerned by it. Security reception. A single woman. Not overly concerned. Training room. This is it. Yeah. Oh, what? We can't override this room? Flow control room. Oh, we eliminated everybody in there. Steam control room. That's where I am currently, right? Yep. Let's blow that room up. Disassembly room. We've already dealt with that room too. So, in that case, which room had more people? The security room? Nope. Which room had more people? This room has a couple. We'll get rid of them. Just for some far off kills. To save our lives. Evil government has gas-filled chambers. Interesting. Jesus Christ. The Nazi symbolism is everywhere for the Sith. Okay, I gotta remember which rooms I've already dealt with. East Barracks. And blow up. Come on. Did I only get... No, I got both of them. Sweet. That's all that matters. They needed to die. All right. Can we kill the receptionist? We could, but I just feel like that's unnecessary. Like, what's one person? So there we go.
Yes?
We finally were able to just remove a bunch of people from this existence without having to fight them. Oh yeah, ZB, by the way, Smosh put out a part 1 of a Survivor video last night. I watched it and loved it. Just wish it had more than 6 people playing. I need to watch that. It's a card game. The Smosh Survivor was great content. It's so good. Part 2 is out and comes out today. It seemed like such a fun game. I just there are so many times where I'm like, I don't know if I feel like I want to watch this one because I feel like each of their videos are like an hour plus now, right? My favorite thing they do, it started off as my favorite thing was Uno. Not Uno. Uno's up there for me because they're wild when they play Uno, but Flip 7 is one of the best things they do. Like, it's just so much fun. I should probably watch the Survivor one though. It sounds like you guys enjoyed it. Elevator to Otto City. Can we just leave? Am I just killing people for no reason? Can we just leave? I think part 1 was like 40 minutes. Oh my god, yes, Flip 7 is proof that the gas leak at Smosh is real. Do you know who else has a gas leak? Fucking Mythical Kitchen. The amount of times where Josh just says random ass shit is insane. Like, it's nuts. That guy has a gas leak for sure. I didn't mean him specifically, but like that place has a gas leak. Around that guy specifically. He's entertaining as hell. What do any of you guys like watch a lot of Mythical? Cause what do you guys feel about Stevie leaving? And if this is how you guys find out that Stevie is leaving, my bad. Alright. More heals. I just gotta make sure. Bam. Josh is the gas leak. I'm here for Josh doing anything. I love watching like their cooking stuff. Josh is an entertaining individual, so it just makes it really easy to watch. Was this the receptionist? She's not dead. Where is she? Oh no, this is the security room. Okay, I guess we can't do anything with that. Is this the receptionist? This feels like a really out of the way spot to... Oh dear. Oh dear. God damn it. Don't you fucking mind stun me again. You little shit. You've done it. You've done it again. All of us are stunned. We are fucked. This is insane how long the stun lasts for. This guy needs to die. Like yesterday. stun is genuinely insane. I need to learn whatever this power is, and I need to start stunning these fools. Come on. There we go. I feel confident in this fight now. Just a little bit. Okay, good. Now it's a 3v1. Get gangbanged. Fire schlong sabers yet again. Phew. Sorry I'm saving every 5 seconds, but the difficulty on this place went up insane for some reason. Like, and I just don't feel like losing all this progress. Just don't feel like losing it. Oi! Stevie is leaving? Oh no. Yes, Stevie is leaving. I'm sorry, I just told you this. It's a bad place for me to be the one to tell you. She elected to leave, I guess, after Rhett had his heart problems.
Let me try.
So she's like, it's probably best that we start thinking about other opportunities in our lives. And a lot of people really think that they're starting to like slow down Mythical, which I don't think is the case. I think what's more likely is that they're just going to just pass it down. Because they've been doing it for like fucking 15 years at this point, right? So it's been a minute. I love that. I love the That's Not a Hat episode where they all forgot about the cards. Oh, the card game where they had to that was the editor on that was insane. The editing they had to do for that was wild. Right? Like that's crazy. The editing they had to do for that episode was nuts. I mostly watch Last Meals. When the Last Meals gets super real and the guests are like, "Damn, Josh, you are an incredible attentive interviewer," and they talk real shit, I eat it up. That's what long form content is for. The amount of times that show has made me cry in an inappropriate setting or time of the day is hilarious. Easily 2 of 3 episodes get some tears, I swear. Matthew Lillard was so nice. He just seems like the greatest human being of all time, doesn't he? Oh God, it was. But Lillard's real with almost everyone. Exactly. He's one of the best people of all time. I love Matthew Lillard. That's my Shaggy. It was just extra real. That guy, I can't watch those. We've been over this before. I don't watch the Last Meals thing. Like that's not a thing I'm a big fan of. So for me, I can't watch that stuff, but I like seeing the clips occasionally of where they talk about stuff. And like Matthew Lillard was talking about like how it was such an honor for him to be a last wish for somebody with cancer. And I'm like, okay, you are one of the greatest human beings of all time. Because he cried. He cried talking about that. Like,
yes,
I'm here.
I don't know. I feel like that's just something most people wouldn't care to do. They wouldn't cry. They wouldn't do anything like that. They'd be like, I was this person's last wish, and then I went home. What? But Matthew Lillard like wants to, and that's the other thing, right? He was talking about like how he likes when he's at a convention, he's like gets told to speed up every time, and he's like, no, I don't want to speed up. I want to give everybody the time that they came here for. Most people give somebody like 1 minute to 2 minutes. I give them minimum like 3 minutes, 8 minutes. Like that's his minimum in his mind, and I think that is powerful. To be the person who's like, no, fuck that. I'm going to give these people the time of day.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
We're authorized to be here.
You. I don't recognize you. I know the face of every Sith on this planet. We'll get to the bottom of this. Commander Gran, report to the security desk immediately. You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them. And their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Okay. Well, we don't need alarms going off. Thank you very much. So what's going to happen right now is I'm going to throw this thermal detonator at you. Except I don't have it anymore. So what's going to happen instead is I'm going to hit the master speed. And then I'm going to murder your receptionist first because I should have blown her up earlier. And then I'm gonna kill you. No alarms were sounded. Oh, there's me trying not to blow up a random woman. Should have done it. This is what I get. Next time I just kill the homeless woman. I'm not gonna bother. Alrighty. I feel like with that we can leave. Ta-da. He meant it was a real honor in the full context of the episode, which I respect. You don't watch. It's even heavier. It's so intense and human. Stevie leaving kind of makes sense. The long-term content producers have to stop and slow down at some point. It's kind of the same with CR and the core crew expanding and such. I find it interesting that since the whole we know the whole rule of 2, how many Sith there are in this game. This is before the rule of 2. This is before the rule of 2. The rule of 2 was implemented by Darth Bane, who was heavily inspired by Darth Revan, who is a character who dies in this game. Like, he was killed off in this game. You there, human. You're placed under arrest of Anto City Authority. Why? I've done nothing wrong. Though the Sith embassy here is considered sovereign territory of the Sith Empire, we have been monitoring an alarming number of weapon discharges and detonations from within the base. Inquiries of to the staff of the embassy yield no response. It would seem the contact has been cut. Our cameras record you entering the base shortly before contact was lost and the fighting apparently began. It is the conclusion of Auto City civil authority that you are responsible for the disturbance here, and you are hereby placed under arrest, and you will come with us and await your trial. As material witnesses, the individuals who accompany you will be detained at your vessel, and the vessel itself prohibited from leaving Manon. We will leave now. Do not attempt to resist, or we shall resort to overwhelming force. I don't even get to try to force persuade myself out of this. Yeah, the burden of being at the center of something so public-facing is intense. Greetings, human. I am called Balas, and I have been selected as your arbiter for the duration of your trial. What have I been charged with? You have been charged with initiating violence within the Sith Embassy, murdering members of the what the fuck does that say? Ambassadorial Commission of the Sith Empire, and disregarding our own laws regarding violence in Anto City. How will you get me free? I would first like to ask you a few questions regarding the events that led up to your arrest. God damn it. I have already been given all the relevant data on you and your companions, so that can be disregarded. For what reason did you enter the Sith Embassy? I had authorization to enter. Indeed, I find that unlikely. Off-worlder, but perhaps the judges will be more sympathetic to your view. What was your prior association with the Sith? I'm on a mission to stop them from taking over the galaxy. The Sith are an expansionist power, true, and at war with the Republic. You may take it. You may make it your personal mission to foil them, but the authorities take a dim view of it taking place here. I think you will need a more thorough explanation in order to convince the judges. That should be all the information I require of you for now. If you wish, we begin with the trial whenever you're ready. Well, I don't really have anywhere to go. Let's get started with the trial. All right. You stand accused of grievous murder of many Sith and extensive property damage to their embassy here. How do you plead? My client pleads not guilty, Your Honors. Allow him to continue. Let the record show that this trial has commenced. Proceeding our judges, Salkir. Hey, Bick, I need your help. Josha? I'm not going to try that name. Nal Shakan? Nal Shikan. Kota. Dula. The trial is to determine the culpability and punishment of the individual in the recent assault on the Sith embassy. Given the severity of this trial, we can dispense with the normal formalities of the court and proceed directly. You have pleaded not guilty, yet there were reports of weapon fire and detonations from within the Sith embassy. You were seen entering and leaving the embassy. The Sith were not conferred with the authorities about this matter, but from all available evidence, it would seem that you are the source of the disturbance. My client was there by circumstance and was not involved in the disturbance. Yeah, I'm gonna interrupt. What is it, Off-Worlder? Do you have something to say regarding the reason you were there? Ugh. That's not why I was there. Indeed, then your arbiter does not speak for you. I wish to dismiss my arbiter. Is this true? Do you not wish to retain my services? Yeah, I will defend myself. My client demands I shall retire. As you will. Now then, what is your explanation for being in the Sith embassy? The Sith lured me inside. Indeed, I'm most skeptical of this statement, but it may be true. How was it they lured you inside? What bait did they use? They were secretly trying to lure me to the dark side. They offered me a job. Let's go with that one. Offered you a job to a Jedi? Unlikely but possible. Then how did the fighting start? I refused and they attacked. They tried to double-cross me. Let's go with that. Preposterous. That does sound like something the Sith would do. I'm inclined to believe the Off-Worlder. We will adjourn and debate your story and the charges brought against you. Well, let's see what happens. We have reviewed your case and decided there is not enough evidence to convict you of this crime. The provocations of the Sith are well known, and we will be assuming memo to censor the against them. What? The embassy? Fuck's sake! I can't read them fast enough. No calls of or incidents from their base will be attended to until this matter is dealt with, as they are no longer subject to the prosecutions of the Selkath law. You have been found innocent and may leave as you desire. The trial is now over. I said like 4 words and I'm like, I'm good. Let's go. Damn. This needs a dun-dun. Yeah. But Brainburst was spot on that this game has a deep commitment to pure gibberish. It absolutely does. I'm losing my mind trying to keep up with it. This reminds me of the make some noise bit and I killed them. Yeah. Well, you know, I feel like we just got away with murder there, literally. But you know, I don't mind. Where are we? We are in a completely new area. We got away with this. Why does that character have a name? That makes me think they're important. Prison! Oh, good. We don't need to go in there. We got away with it. You hear me? We got away with it. I feel like saying they hired me for something is a good point because we saw that mercenary get hired earlier too, right? So it just makes a lot more sense. Oh, shit. Human, I wish to speak with you if you have time. Who's talking to me? This guy? I'm sick of your... I'm sick of hearing the gibberish, guys. Oh, greetings, human. My name is Shalas. I have heard that you may have had some part in the incident at the embassy recently. Is that true? The Sith are a blight on the galaxy. My allegiances are my own business. You're wise to be so guarded, human, but my sources are rarely wrong, and they may have informed me that you are no friend of Malik. Though I suspect we may have little in common, human, I share your dislike for the Sith. They have brought grief to my family. I am not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malik. But intergalactic politics stay my hand. Still, I know the Sith are evil, and I fear that they will do. I fear what they will do to my people, and what they may be doing now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkath have vanished, human. Most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood. The youth who will someday lead this planet. My own daughter, Sasha, is among those who have disappeared. These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I cannot dismiss the connection. The Sith are up to something human, something sinister. I can feel it. You want me to investigate these disappearances? I will give you 500 credits if you can uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth. Not much, but all I can afford. I have no official authority in this matter, and my personal wealth is not vast. There is no one else I can turn to, human. The Republic agents are too closely watched by the Sith, and the Otto City authorities cannot act without proof of Sith involvement. I shall look into the disappearances for you, Salas. I cannot imagine where to begin the investigation, though I suspect the Sith did not act alone. Perhaps the off-worlders in the mercenary enclave will know something. If you learn anything, human, report back to me at once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth, I will reward you as promised. Dear God. There's so much stuff. God, Star Wars trials make no sense. Well, you know, how is William doing? Like my character in D&D? He's still alive. He's still breathing. Holding cell. Where else is there to go here? I need to find this mercenary place now, because I kind of want to find the missing children. We protect kids. We must protect kids. Encryption only takes like 10 to 15 hours, by the way.
Julie.
Oh, Jesus.
It's you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why, whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Great. More politics. Can I go in here? Oh, never mind. We're not authorized in there. Alright. You know what? We're going to hit that save button so we don't get arrested again. I don't want to talk to more fish people. I hate having to read. Alright. Let's see what these people have to say.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I'm aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witnesses report clearly state that your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in the violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not significant provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Anto City jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Damn. Alright. I am Judge Selkar, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Manon. It is my task today to answer the needs of the off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have a legitimate grievance with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. If there is something you wish to bring to my attention, or is there something you wish to bring to my attention? I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunri. This is acceptable, I believe. In Manon legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. Well, I am excellent at that, so let's do it. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you could fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose you're Sunri's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in this case of Sunri versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. Yeah, you just had your own trial, but now you're going to stand up for someone else. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts. In this case, you have a limited amount of time in which to investigate the organized. Yeah, fuck you stupid game. Sunri was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith, Alessa Horos. That's a terrible name. Who has been charged with? He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Anto City prison facilities. For fuck's sake. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained in a hotel and questioning, pending the trial. The manager of the hotel now has been informed of your appointment. Alicia was found dead of a blaster wound with a incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to review all the information before the trial starts. You may question Sunri or the witnesses. The evidence in the case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunri. I believe it would take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first case, you are an off-worlder, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. Damn. We are fucked. Sunri is fucked. I guess you really want Zodiac to play that game? It sounds like it. Alright, let's go talk to Sunri. Hopefully he speaks common and not gibberish. Hey! Yeah, I'm the Arbiter. Let me in. I'm not the Arbiter. That guy's in Halo. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. The fuck are you?
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-world scum. Damn, that guy just seems like a violent menace.
Jolie, what are you doing here? The Lord sent me, Sunri. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved the wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. So I thought. But the cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
I need to investigate the case more. Any ideas of where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The cellcasts already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with Offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy.
Fuck.
Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Alright. We need to
Very
get
well.
going so
Once
we can
you've
check
gotten
this
enough
stuff
evidence
out.
to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
That's the warden. Okay, cool. Jolie. He needs your help with this new side quest, Jolie. You could have been like, Sundry as well. That also works in there. You a big Dolly Parton fan? Is that Dolly Parton? I might be forgetting. I might be mixing up my country singers. I'm not a big country person, so I tend to do that. Mix them up all the time. Are we in the right spot? We need to go there to go to the right spot. Bam. And I don't think we can go to the Sith embassy, but I want to go to the hotels, wherever the hotels are. Visitors Hotel. That was it. Visitors Hotel. We also need to find the mercenary place too, so that way we can learn more about them. All right. Ignis.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Damn right. Tell me what you saw on the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
But still was pretty fast. I could have swore he started after the shot, though. Could it have been after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
You could testify it happened after he left.
No. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison. What do you want to know?
Let's not use our force abilities here. Who are the witnesses? You know what? What do you know about Sundry and Alessia?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sundry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only two other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
Nah.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
Alright. Does this guy seem mildly racist? Like the way he talked about the Rhodian? Like that just feels mildly racist, doesn't it? Alright, there's only 4 rooms. Beep, 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 boop. I can't enter this room? For fuck's sake. Okay, this door's open. Alright, I'm gonna talk to him last. I just want to see the room in which she died. Locked? Are you shitting me? Why? Alright, Golpar first. You here with Selkath, you have questions for Golpar. Golpar already say everything he knows. I have questions about the murder of Alessia. Golpar, tell everything to Selkath. You not know. Golpar have no reason to say, or no reason not to say. Golpar, tell everything about murder, everything about Sith Lady's room. Why are you at the hotel? Golpar staying at hotel. Golpar not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Golpar to live at, but Golpar saved for weeks. Golpar using chance to live better for a while. What did you see? Golpar not see murder. Oh no, Golpar did see Republic guy, the cripple. Sunry his name. Golpar thinks. Golpar see Sunry running away from the scene. Golpar see nothing else at all, especially not in Sith Lady's room. What about Alessia's room? Golpar just curious to see what had happened. Golpar have no reason to go into room. No one pay Golpar to do it. Did someone pay you to do something in that room, Golpar? How do you know someone paid Golpar? Well, Sith men came to Golpar after murder before Selkath arrived. He say he give Golpar good money if Golpar put metal in Sith's hand. Golpar good, Golpar plant evidence and leave no trace, but Golpar not recognize Sith man anyway. Golpar not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath, so not bother tell them. Well, that and the Sith man may kill Golpar if Golpar speaks. Golpar think he can't talk more right now. Golpar feels the need to lie down. Maybe just stay here. All right. Well, we learned something from Golpar. I'm glad that I had to say Golpar a million times. Golpar, Golpar, Golpar. What's in your footlocker, bro? 100 credits, thanks, bud.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alessia?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Fuck. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics, usually.
You mean Sunry was having a relationship with how is he saying her name? Alassa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Maybe if I toss in 100 credits.
100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be having if I told you. Sorry, you're going to have to look somewhere else.
You know you want to tell me.
You know, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
She was a dark Jedi?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
I got dark side points for using a Force ability. I don't care that much. That was a necessary thing for us to do. We needed to use it. Alright, Force abilities. Do we want droid kill? Because I feel like it's just so good. I think we're going to go with droid kill. Because it's an amazing skill.
What can I do?
A few dark side points here and there is not going to hurt anybody, though. We're good. All right. Can I check the fucking room? I want to see the room.
Yes?
I'm here.
Get us in there, Bastila.
Let me try. I can't.
Yes?
Okay, we are stuck.
I'm here.
What?
Alright. I'm going to save. They should have chosen a better name than Gulper. It's too easy to add a barely, you know, bit. It sadly works so well. So one of these interviewees was racist and the other one was sexist. Well, you know, BioWare. Alright, the reason we're saving is because I'm gonna bash this door open. That's it. I want to get in the goddamn room, but I guess I'm not allowed.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh?
Tell me what you know of the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a... He
We
can't
already heard
run
all
good
this.
for-
I just want to see if I can convince him. Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so.
Could you testify it went off after he left?
No. No.
Could I pay you 200 credits to say it?
No way.
Could I pay you 200 credits to say it?
No. No.
Can I keep trying?
No. 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 No.
It's just not gonna happen. All right.
What do you want to know? Well, okay.
That would have been funny if it worked. It glitched out. So now it worked. A mysterious man.
Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
Why are you telling me this?
Let us just say that I'm an interested party, and that I have concerns. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
You're talking crazy talk.
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Why should I believe you?
Because you have no one else to trust. Not Sunry, not the witnesses, and certainly not the judges. And if you take my advice, what have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
I fear he might be talking some truth. I wonder if I can just walk back into the embassy now. Now that I've got, like, arbiter status, can I just walk into their embassies and see what's up? I do want to go check out this mercenary place first, though, so I can see if like there's evidence in the Sith embassy again as to like what's happening with the kidnappings. I find it hilarious that you light up both ends of your saber to open a door. Just with one would be fine. That's true. It would have just been fine. But you know, it gotta look cool. It has to look cool. And yeah, but Gulper was a terrible name. They could have literally picked a million other names, but they picked Gulper. Swoop bike registration. Where is this fucking last place here? I want to find it. This is a mercenary place. This is the general store or an emporium? Sith soldier. So the mercenary place isn't anywhere near here. So maybe we gotta go
You got any
elsewhere.
armor plating for my swoop bike?
Yes, I have a fine piece right here. A little dented, but still serviceable. A real bargain at that price.
I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
Get out of my store. I'm sick of you Sith and your stupid jokes. I've got real customers to worry about. I don't need you coming in here and making fun of my inventory every day.
Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
What a dickhead. I don't really want any of his stuff, though, so we're out of here. This guy's giving Stewie Griffin vibes. I hardly know her. It's too early in the release for that. What? Swoop bike registration. I don't think this is where I want to go. But maybe down here? Swoop bike racers only. Okay. Hang on. Let's see what the find the kidnapped kids thing where that was. He claims that many young Selkath have been going missing. He wishes to find out what has happened to them. Okay. I don't think there's much that we can really go off of with that. Alright, so I think the Sith Embassy is the best place to start looking. So we shall find some evidence in there for Sundry and maybe this other thing. Wait, mercenary.
Sorry, but you're too late to
I'm not a recruiter. Can I ask you a few questions?
Time to sit here and answer your questions. I have to get ready. The Sith want me to report to their embassy first.
Okay. Screw you then. Typo is even funnier. Oh. Alrighty. Sweet, we can just go into the Sith base. That sounds awesome to me. This time we won't be blasting things, we'll just be walking around. I wonder if there's anywhere we can go that'll give us information. Droid repair. Training annex. What about this computer? What will this computer give us access to? Doesn't look like we can use this computer. Sad. Where did we have to go last time for a computer? Hey guys, what's up? Oh, not much. Not much, Knack. How are you doing? I was late too. It's alright. No one's just late. Oh good, the vent's turned off. We're not gonna die. Alright, computer room. I am not skilled enough to slice. Shit, we should have grabbed mission. Fuck's sake.
Got something on your mind?
No.
Oh, I get it. Let's...
What can I do?
Shit. There we go. Slice. Training room. Did they die in here already? Okay. There was a Selkath in that room. How do I get in that room? Can I just bash it open?
What?
There was a Selkath in that room. Part 2 of the Smosh Survivor came out about an hour ago. If it hasn't come up yet, had to walk and deal with my dogs. Back now. Ooh, welcome back. I have to watch the first one now. You guys are talking about it a lot. It sounds like it's a fun thing. So I definitely have to. Selkath! What is happening?
What can I do?
Whoa, whoa!
Sure.
We're gonna get arrested again. We were simply investigating, and they do this? What has happened? This tortured Selkath is holding some sort of token. No, they killed all these Selkath? These sons of bitches. Intruders, we should alarm this. Should we sound the alarm? No, wait. We cannot always be running to the masters for help. We should handle this on our own. Perhaps this is a test the Sith have prepared us for. What are you doing here? Only masters and apprentices are allowed in here. I'm doing Valus. Salas has me investigating the disappearance of young Selkath. I told you your father would get suspicious, Sasha. He always hated the Sith. My father doesn't understand. He is blinded by his own prejudice. The Sith are teaching us mastery of the Force. Our alliance with the Sith will bring strength to Manon and Selkath people. If you ally with the Sith, then you will suffer the same fate, death. Good, I knew the Sith would win. The Sith are evil. What they told you was a lie. Republic propaganda. The Sith are the victims of lies and half-truths. They are not monsters, no more than the Republic. The Sith have promised to guide us in the use of the Force as a sign of their good faith, and once the Republic is defeated, the Sith will promise to withdraw from Manon and respect our independence. Foolish child. If the Republic is defeated, the Sith will enslave your planet. Spare us your lives. The Sith have treated us with nothing but respect and honor. You speak as if we are prisoners here, but we can leave whenever we wish. Our friend Gallus chose to leave, and he was returned safely. Sasha, if you speak the truth, remember what happened at Terrace.
Yes, certainly you must have heard of the destruction of Taris. It's your honorable friends that committed that atrocity.
Terrace is nothing but a Republic lie. If the Sith are such monsters, then prove it to us. Surely there must be some evidence of the horrors they commit. I found a young Selkath dying from torture here. He gave me this. Sasha, this is the pin that I gave Gallus when we were children. There is blood on it. You could have found this anywhere. For all we know, you killed Gallus. Persuade the Sith tortured him to death. Sasha, you know it's true. I don't know if we should believe them, Sasha.
Use the Force, then. Look into your heart, and you will realize what is truth and what is lies.
I didn't want to believe it, but I can no longer deny what I know to be true. Gallus is dead, and the Sith are responsible. That was easy. I must apologize for doubting you. The Sith are truly evil, and as you have claimed. We must report this to Antro City authorities. Yes, we must report this at once. We thank you, human, for showing us the truth. You have saved us from a terrible mistake.
You've been saved from more than you know. Given time, the Sith would have turned you fully to the dark side, and you would have betrayed your world gladly.
Quickly, my friends, we can stay here no longer. We must flee this foul embassy and warn our people against the plot to corrupt the Manon youth. All right. Some light side points. Hey, that counteracts the dark side points we got earlier. Hopefully we can find something to clear Sundry's name here. Otherwise, we're just, running through this place for no reason. I had a D&D session just until now. I just finished. Just now that that's why I was late. No, that's all right. Was it fun? It was a very funny session. The characters were very sharp and up to good stuff. Well, that's good. Did the Sith make frog, catfish, cat ray fish child soldiers? Jesus, yes they did. Yes, it was the adventure Wrath of the Bramble King from Kobold Press and adapted to the homebrew of me and my podcast co-host. That's neat. I did not see that you said that's neat, Dream. That's funny. Was it for the podcast, or did you just co-host just to help you DM? Oh, interesting. I'm curious to know the answer to that question. Alright, I think there's a Sith behind this door. Nope, just some, Please tell me that you're not. No, why are you evil? I'm sorry, child. I'm sorry, my child. You could not be saved. Alright, force heal. And then battle stim. I'm still fast.
How did you get in here? Wait, I recognize you.
Nice
Lord
double-bladed
Malak
lightsaber.
was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Well, let me guess. You intend to collect this reward, right?
Master, give us the honor of aiding you in destroying this enemy of the Sith.
See? What did I tell you?
As you wish, my eager apprentices. We shall remove this thorn from Malak's side once and for all.
No, these stupid children. Why must they do this to themselves? Yo, Force Lightning is crazy. We're kind of in deep shit right now. We gotta heal. This guy needs to drop quick. Otherwise, Jolie's going down. There we go. And now for killing children. Yeah, I don't feel good about that one. Give me your fucking lightsaber for everything you just made me do, you jack off. I had to kill many Selkath children this day. I did not like that fact. It does not make me feel good, let me tell you. Dark Jedi Master robes. They look cool. I have to wear them. Alright, this better be the room with evidence to save Sunry. Data pad! Data pad! We're getting a lot of work done here today. Holy, let me tell you. This module, encrypted data module retrieved from the remains of the Republic droid. Oh, wrong data pad. This appears to be personal notes of a Jedi Master in charge of the Sith base of Manon. It seems that the Sith have been trying to turn impressionable young Selkath over to the dark side. Good. Okay, hang on. To the dark side. After reading this lengthy reports on this topic, it seems that the final plan was to use the Selkath Young to overthrow the current government and install a puppet government that the Sith would dominate. Okay, so that is not what we wanted. Oh, Jolie. The murder of children is canon. Also high neck. Crazy. Crazy sentence. Is this open? Did we open this one already? I wish it would say empty. So I don't know if I have to look at it or not. But yes, we have murdered like 4 children since we've got here, unfortunately. I think we're gonna get arrested again too, aren't we? Fuck's sake. Is there one more room to check? We've checked this room, I believe. Yeah, this is where dead Selkath are. Sorry, children. I could not save you. This is a very sad day. So many children have died for nothing. There is another room with like a fucking thing, right? Like I could have swore there was like a did I check this Foot Locker already? I could have swore there was another desk somewhere that we could like interact with. I just don't remember where. So killing homeless people is fine, but you draw the line with kids? I didn't kill a homeless person. She is still alive. I've sent you the clip. We're done with this. As far as killing children, yes, I feel bad about killing children. I feel like most people would probably say yes to feeling bad about that. Please, God, tell me the answers aren't in this fucking bullshit pressure chamber shit. Okay, can I go to the other side now and just have a permanent way through? Why can't I activate this desk?
Yes?
Jolie, try it.
Sure.
Nope. Sunry might be fucked if that's the case. Look, Aniston did worse. I think Keanu is going to be okay. True, true. I don't think Keanu's done anything wrong. He's Keanu. No one hates Keanu. Except for my brother. He's not a fan of Keanu. Which is lame. Alright. Water. Water. What? I feel like we opened all the doors on the other side. Why is it like this now? Oh well. Who cares? It's really sad. I want to find the thing for Sundry, but I can't. Unless it's in the... Unless it's in the, Oh, I'm not getting arrested this time. Unless it's in the Republic base, which it could be. The answers we're looking for are in the Republic base, which would be really weird and sad. But at least we found the kids, so we can go back to that other guy and be like, hey, we found your children. Zodiac pointing to Anakin. I'm not like him. I'm not. That is one of the few things, and I think we've talked about this. I am of firm belief that both the sequels and the prequels have introduced things that are bad for Star Wars. I think that the sequels didn't really introduce anything bad, in my opinion. They just sort of, they didn't do a great job of conveying the stuff they were trying to do. And when they were, pressed against it, they, sort of backed off and started, just sort of failing towards the, they sort of, let the viewers boss them around. So they kind of bowed down to a bunch of people whining about stuff, right? So that to me is just as bad as some stuff. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, this character's bad, whatever. If you don't like certain characters, it's fine. I think the prequels did more irreversible damage to Star Wars than people acknowledge. I think that Space Jesus is the worst thing ever. I think midichlorians is dumb and we need to just drop it as a concept. I think the prophecy is stupid. But most importantly, what I think is the dumbest thing is the idea that Anakin can be redeemed. Right? The shit that Anakin does in the movies, just the movies, right? If you don't watch the Clone Wars TV show, if you just watch the movies, you know what? Even if you watch the Clone Wars TV show, Anakin turning his lightsaber into the Youngling Slayer 9000 instantly makes him irredeemable. So the entire trilogy of the original trilogy is pointless. Because of the actions he does in the prequels, he is now deemed irresponsibly, undeniably a bad guy. You killed kids, man. You killed kids.
It's just that bad. So, I just, sorry, it's just not happening. He is a bad guy.
How can I help?
You're curious about something?
Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, considering our bond. Yes, there is something I would like to ask, if you'll permit it.
Go ahead.
In our time together, I've been watching you. You are a true servant of the light. You follow the tenets of the Jedi Order despite the lure of the dark side. And with so little training, for me it has always been a constant battle. Don't you find it difficult at all? You make it seem so easy. Or is that only an illusion?
I just do what I think is right.
And that's enough for you. If only it were as easy for me. If only the right path was always clear. I've always struggled for control over my passions. I've always been too quick to anger, too quick to get involved. My instructors constantly berated me for it. I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malak myself. I dream I can use all this power I have to kill him and stop all the death and destruction. I just think about all the evil that the Sith have caused, and I get so furious. Yet we are told that these feelings are the path to the dark side.
Are you saying you don't believe in the corruption of the dark side? I think destroying that kind of evil would be worth it. It sounds like you have your own demons to face. You have to trust in the wisdom of the Jedi Code. That's nonsense. Are you saying you don't believe in the corruption of the dark side?
I don't know. Would the power I use to kill Darth Malak be too tempting to keep using? Would I become the kind of evil I want to destroy? The very thought that I could become as evil as Malak, I just can't fathom it. It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, how could I... No. Wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be asking you this. The Jedi teachings are clear. Who am I to question them? Even worse, who am I to try and make you question them?
What?
These are dangerous thoughts. The indulgence of a vain mind. Please, forget I ever mentioned this. Let's just return to our mission.
That feels like something we should talk about more, but we're going to move on for now. Am I going the right way? No, I need to go to the west. We need to talk to a couple people, and then we're probably just going to commence the trial for Sundry and see if we can get him off. We got most of, well, like I got off pretty easy, so just figure it out. Just figure something out. I reckon if you switch genders, Sad Boy Karth might actually want to chat more. Jesus. Oh, maybe because he wants to bang. And then Basilo wants to bang as well. Yeah, that's probably the case. Let's be real. That's probably what it is. Okay, we gotta go talk to this guy over here. Yeah, he's kind of irredeemable, but I may point to Padme. I can fix him, Amidala, and the rest of the galaxy going, bet. Sometimes all that is needed is a sexy lady to convince everyone else you're okay. I don't even think that's the fucking truth. Human, you return. You have information for me. Have you discovered the fate of the missing Selkath? Have you news of my daughter, Sasha? I have information for you. I've decided I've got better things to... Oh, I have information for you. Excellent. You've done well. What have you learned? The dark side is training the Selkath youth in ways to use the dark Jedi. Yeah. Yes, this makes sense. It is a wonder. I did not see this before. Manon's greatest strength is our neutrality. If Malak brainwashes our youth and indoctrinates them into the ways of the Sith, he will have a strong following among the Selkath people, strong enough to seize control of Manon and our culto. My daughter Sasha, she too has been indoctrinated into the Sith camp. I convinced your daughter to turn her back on the Sith. Yeah. Human, if you speak the truth, I am forever in your debt, and yet my joy is still tempted by the knowledge that the Sith still walk freely about Manon. Hopefully the testimony of my daughter will be enough proof of their action to make the Otto City authorities take action. Maybe this datapad will help. A datapad, yes, I see. This datapad has all the details of the entire Sith plot. With this, the Manon authorities will be forced to take action. I doubt the Sith will be banned from Manon, but at the very least, they will force harsh restrictions on their Calto exports. You have done so much for me, human. Here are the credits I promised you. I only wish I could give you more. Keep your credits, Salas. A Jedi has no need for such rewards. You refuse my reward. Truly, humans are a noble breed. Perhaps my species has underestimated your kind.
Hey, kid. That was a good thing you did there. Almost brought a tear to this old man's eye.
That was a truly noble act. The Jedi Council would be pleased.
Please excuse me now, human. I must go speak to the Manon authorities about the Sith plot and what they have done to my beloved daughter. Confirmed, Zodiac doesn't find Padme hot. Out of all of the female characters in Star Wars, she's definitely lower end for me. I will always say this. Leia is number one. She is number one and will never be removed from that pedestal. That is like childhood crush status to the infinity for her. Humans are a noble breed. Yeah, sure, buddy. Exactly. Can you imagine? I had to kill your daughter for the greater good as a dialogue choice. That would be crazy. It is an option. It is a possibility, though, that you end up killing her, which would have been very dark. All right, I want to go talk to the to the Republic Embassy very quickly because I want to, at the very least, see if they'll give me any information for Sunri, because I would rather Sunri not die. But it's a very real possibility that we end up losing Sunri here, which would suck. I would feel bad. But not too bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. It's more of Jolie's thing. Yeah, you would say Leia, of course. It's not even just the slave Leia outfit, okay? It's everything. She is just a rad character. She's a badass. When she gets found by like Luke and Han, like Luke and Han don't know what the fuck to do. So she grabs the fucking blaster and just goes, "All right, I'm getting us out of here." Without her, they would be fucked. They would be dead. And then she basically leads the rebel attack on the moon of Endor. Like, she led that shit. Without her, they lose. She's a badass.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
Yes, here it is.
Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manon is the sole source of Kolto, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get.
Any guesses of mine? I would assume Rey, because you're British. God, I love provoking you. It's so fun. Well, I'm easy to go on rant. Worst female Star Wars characters are all the Acolyte characters. Whatever. You guys just don't like Osha and May. They're cool. I like them. Fuck y'all. Yeah, I get to the point. What has the Republic done? Everyone is poorly written in Acolyte. I know, and I love it. Ranty Zodiac is always fun. Well, you know, that's how it is. I'm a very ranty person. What has the Republic done?
The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manon anyway. So we made a deal.
You violated the treaty?
Shh, not so loud. Yes, it is a technical violation of the treaty, but it is sanctioned by elements of the Selkath government. We need only to keep it hidden from the Sith. We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
What happened down there?
We don't know. We just don't know. As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain.
How do I get down there?
I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our Kolto packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest, and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
All right. All right. With this, I think we can get back into here and see if there's more information too. Ray, because I'm British, how stereotypical of you. Well, I mean, to me, it's true. The Acolyte is the second worst show, especially considering the insane amount of money they had. I guess that's fair. That's fair. Only Rings of Power is even more terrible than Acolyte. I don't hate Rings of Power. The first season was fine. Is the second season bad? If the second season's really bad, then I guess I will have to concede that. But also, as far as Rings of Power is concerned, you kind of have to blame the Tolkien estate for that one, because they didn't give them the Silmarillion to work with. They gave them the Second Age, which is the age that they have in the show. They should have given them the entire Silmarillion, so that we could see Age 1, Age 2, Age 3. Well, technically we've already seen Age 3, but you know what I'm saying. Rings of Power should have been started with Age 1, and then it should have gone into Age 2, and then skipped to Age 4. That's how it should have gone, but it didn't. Kyla Makari is actually my favorite, followed by Jyn Erso. Why can't I think of who Kyla Makari is? Marva Andor would be an appropriate British choice, wouldn't it? Sorry, I had to take the easy joke. They should just have never had. They should have just never gotten the rights to the Rings of Power. I guess that's true. It probably would have been better off if they didn't. All right. Well, we have no choice. We're gonna go help Sunri and see if we can get him out of there. What's this? Kalto Distribution Center. Okay, there's a bunch of people in here, so no need to talk to any of them, in my opinion. All right, let's see if we can save Sunri's ass. And then I think I'm going to trade out Jolie for somebody else. Maybe HK-47. Because I just feel like he's going to be a lot more capable. So that'll be interesting for sure. Alright, we got to go talk to the warden. You're the operator of the Sunri Alicia murder case then. I hope you are impartial as the office is traditionally supposed to be. You off-worlders have a tendency to ignore the rule of the law in favor of some rather irrational causes. What is it that I can do for you now? I want to begin the murder trial. Are you certain, human, once the trial has begun, it cannot be stopped, and once judgment is given, the case can never be reopened? You must be certain your investigations are complete before you request a trial. This is the role of the arbiter. Are you certain you wish to begin the trial now? You know what? Maybe not. Maybe we should hold off. That is your right as the arbiter. Okay. We should hold off for now. And then maybe I should grab... Which one has the better computer skills? I'll grab mission. Because the only other thing that I can think to do right now is to break into the computers of the Republic. And just see if she can get into it for us and we do everything we need. You know, maybe we should throw some repair in there for her. Feats. I really need you to... Her sneak attack is insane. I really need you to be able to break into things better. So what do you need to do that? What is this? This feat allows you the use of level 1 cybernetic implants. Oh, crazy. What is this? Gearhead. Okay, there we go. We should have been giving her that this whole time.
Yes?
Alrighty. So that's the last thing that I can think of to maybe help Sinri, because we can break into that computer. But we need to find the general store. Where was that general store? The High Court. Never want to talk to them. Oh, that is the Mercenary Enclave. For fuck's sake. I was looking for it this whole time. The Selkath are very lawful neutral, eh? Yeah, but they're also mildly racist. Have you not heard most of them talking? They've been like saying like, oh, you humans or you off-worlders. And like, sure, I guess I can see their point. But at the same time, like, at least give us a chance to explain shit. They automatically just go against you because you're not Selkath. It's kind of shitty. But it is what it is. Is this the general store? It is. I need computer spikes.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
For the Sith, a month's pay, but since you are a member of the Republic, I will charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
Alright, Tavark, what do you got? I've heard from several customers that you are now an arbiter of the murder trial of Sunri, the Republic hero. I admire you for accepting this position. I have no doubt Sunri has been framed by the Sith. If there is anything I can do to aid your investigation, I will help. Hell yes, but let's see your stock first. I need your computer parts. We'll take that. Do you not have any computer thingies? That is rough. Alright. Unfortunate. Oh, they give too much of this difference to the Sith. They give too much defense to the Sith. Oh, this guy just hates the Sith, huh? Oh, so he's not going to give me anything? God damn it. That's stupid. Alright, anyway, mission. Let's go break into this place, shall we? Thank you.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt to the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just because you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Damn, she literally asked for that, and then she got all pissy about it. Children. Sad Boy Karth, he gets rejected from the for the party again. Sad Boy Karth, because he doesn't want to be friends. I guess he should have learned to be good at computers. Sad Boy Karth. He should have learned to be good. If only you had a squishy flipper head mask. Or headed mask. Yeah, this ain't Zelda. This ain't Zelda. Alright, let's see if we can break in with our limited amount of stims here. One spike. Damn it. We need 2 spikes. Decrypt Sith pass card. Shit. Accessing additive data, additive matrix terminal sequence 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16. So 1, 2 plus 1, 4 plus 2. What am I looking at? I feel like Mission and Bastila are constantly trying to gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss each other. It's crazy. Yep. 19? So, I'd be willing to bet 14. $64. Math. We have to do math in Star Wars. 2. What? 1, 32, 81, 64, 25. Y'all just putting random numbers on the screens. It's not helpful. 1. I trust Bic. Accessing, oh my lord, what the fuck are we looking at here? 10 minus 83, no, 10-83 -32 5-128. Exponential to anything is always 1. Well, I guess you're smarter than me. What the fuck am I looking at? Sequencing pairs. No idea with log. Fuck's sake. 1083-32 5-128 7. Card failure. Fuck's sake. Let's try again. You guys are good at math. So plus 6. 31. I trust you guys on that one. This one felt pretty easy. This one was 14, right? Multiplier. This one was 64. Divisive matrix. I believe this one's just going down by 2 each time, so 2. 1. And we're back to the fucking logs. What did I say? 7? What did I say? 7 last time, right? So let's go with 5. Fucking failure. God damn it. I'm too stupid for this shit. It's 22. Okay. I'll trust that one this time. This one was 14. This one was 64. This one was 2. This one was 1. Now we're back to log. We did 5 and 7. So is it 6? Or is it 8? Doing math this quick is hard. I'm going with 8. Fuck, we failed. I'm so bad at this. All right. Okay. Someone said 22. I like 22 for this one. I like 22. And then this one was 14. And this one was 64. Someone's saying 0 for this one. Why would this be 0? It's going down by half each time. So half of 4 would be 2. Nah, I could be wrong. Alright, so the only one we haven't tried yet is 6. Failure. I am too stupid for this. It's divided by 4. It's not divided by 4. In what world was that divided by 4? I don't have anything to slice with. In what world was that divided by 4? They were power of 5. Or power of 4. What? It's 31 because it's 14 plus 11. Plus 16. What are you guys talking about? I don't do math. And this one's 14 because it's going down by 2. No. Subtractive. So it's... This one might be the wrong one. Actually, no. It's got to be down because it's fucking subtractive. Multiplication, this one has to be because it's going up by 2 each time. Times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2. So times 2 of 32 is 64. Divided. It's going down by 2 each time. So half, it's halving it. So half of 128 is 64. Half of that is 32. Half of that is 16. Half of that is 8. Half of 8 is 4. Half of 4 is 2. Try 0? Fine. Exponential's 1. I think that's what somebody said, and I agree. Log. 7. Alright, you know what? I'm going to throw my fucking controller through the fucking television if I keep trying to do this.
Yes?
Sure.
We had fun being terrible at that. Alright, so, you know what? We're going down below. Fuck him. We're leaving him. He can stay in that prison for all I care. We're bringing HK-47 with us, ladies and gentlemen. Computer use. Bam. Sure. My murder robot. I went with social studies or social sciences for a reason. Fair enough. The submersible can be used to descend to the deep ocean Harcourt Research Facility. Use the submersible. Doing the main quest. Doing the main stuff. So, Zodiac, how are you feeling about the upcoming Schemers recap? Any worries, any fears, any concerns? Yes. All of them. I am worried that it is going to be a pain in the ass. And it's going to be extraordinarily difficult to deal with. But we shall see. I've sort of decided how I want to go about it. It's going to be more summary based and less like word for word as to what they say. Which I feel like is the direction I should have gone with for a while anyway regarding this stuff, but we'll see. Antidote, that can't be good. I don't like seeing things like that pop up.
How did you get in? Did they send another submersible? Quick, we have to get out of here. We have to get away.
BG3 flashbacks intensified. I'm doing in vain. Valus, calm yourself down.
No, we have no time. We have to leave now. I managed to close the door after they killed everyone else, but I don't know how long it will hold.
I have to find the star map.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen any map. Just stinking, raking death. The cell cath, they went crazy. They started killing anything that moved. Someone must have triggered the defense systems too, because all the droids activated as well. I was one of the mercs.
Damn it, we didn't bring Jolie
to find out what happened. We came down and secured the first couple of rooms. There were bodies everywhere, and the cell cath came out, screaming and croaking their fishy little war cries.
The cell cath?
They swarmed out and over us. There was no way we could stop them. So we ran. But hardly any of us made it. I locked the door behind us, but the others had already left in the submersible. The sharks. The Ferox are out there, and worse. I heard an explosion shortly after the submersible left. They didn't make it. Just food for the sharks and the cell cath. Like us.
I have to get into the station.
No! I locked the door so the cell cath won't get in. If you open it, we're all done for.
I have no choice.
If you go in there, you're dead. You're all dead. If you want to die, then go. You won't hear me mourning for you. I'll stay here and be safe until some sort of real rescue comes. Where did you go? How did you get back here without being eaten?
I haven't fucking left yet. Come back to the, come with us back to the surface.
No! Whatever's out there will eat me too! Eat all of us! You can't make me...
Okay, fine.
No, no, no! It will eat us all up if we go out there! At least I'm safe here behind this door. The Selkath can't get me in here. When the Republic sends a real team down, they'll save me. They'll kill the monster and then we'll all leave safely. If you're going to go into the rest of the station, don't expect me to help you. The Selkath will rip you all apart.
We agree fishy little war cries is racist, right? Well, we'll see. What are the war cries like? Is it going to be racist on the game or is it going to be racist on this guy? That's the question to ask. Hey, Bick, your favorite fucking place? The bottom of the goddamn fucking ocean. This is not it. I'm already getting the fucking heebie-jeebies. But you know what? It's still not getting me as bad as the goddamn fucking... the basement level in The Last of Us. That was the worst feeling ever. Computer spikes. View. Ooh, Selkath. Gas the room. Oh god. Storage room. Oh my lord, there's so many of them. Gas the room again. Why are we gassing every room? That's a perfectly fine room. You gotta be less fearful of bodies of water? No. No thanks. South hallway. That looks like an ominous droid. Security room. That looks like an ominous droid as well, but I can't fucking beat his ass. Environmental suit containment. Okay, those people are all dead. Security room? Am I in the security room? I'm in the security room. Let's override that shit. All right. Which room had more people? There's only 4 people in here. How many is in here? There's 5. We shall gas them. What a terrible fucking thing to do. This is horrible. And we must watch our war crimes. Yep. Yes, we did that indeed. Anyway, time to leave.
I'm here.
What?
That was certainly a choice that we made. I don't know, Vic. I don't know, Bick. Deep water is terrifying. Darius, Rex, you are the most intelligent person in this chat with me. The extreme atmospheric pressure and full of darkness is terrifying, I'll give you that. But the critters are cool as fuck. Once again, general suggestions. No, we all collectively agreed to gas them. Bam! Droid Destroy is goddamn powerful. Let's go! Oh, general suggestions. Yes, the Geneva suggestions, correct. I am Canadian after all. That is our go-to motto. Hoorah! The Geneva suggestions. Yeah, we are the reason those exist. I told Bick about this already, but in World War I, the Canadians would send over like canned foods, and they'd send them over in the trenches, and then like the Germans got used to it, so they were waiting for the next shipment one day, and the Canadians sent over grenades instead. So fucked up, but I mean it worked. They're like, oh yeah, you guys got used to us sending over food. You've played right into our trap card. It's time for death. It's fucked up, but hey, history is history. We can't fucking look back at it and be like, you know, it's just how it is. I don't look at history in a negative way. You got to look at it as you know, the way we won. Otherwise, we'd all be speaking German or Japanese right now, right? So, you know, you got to look at it mildly positively. Hello, more insane cell cap. What is that gun? That gun has a cool ass bullet. What the hell? What is that gun? That is a sick gun. I want it. I'm gonna take it off your corpse. I want your gun. Thank you for your gun. Scientist memo. We'll read that later. For now, I just kind of want to make my way through this place, killing any of these insane Selkath. The canned food thing reads to me as the same as the girl who trained her boyfriend to train her boyfriend with a clicker used on dogs. What? Repeatedly, softly chanting, "I do not recognize the bodies in the water." Shivers. That's crazy. It's crazy. Which way did we come in from? That's the submersible. Okay, so we're gonna go back this way quickly. Literally, super speed. What is this? Remains. He's a Jedi? Why is there a Jedi here? Or is that Sith? That looks like a Sith. Why was he here? But he had Jedi robes. Do we have Master Jedi robes on Bastila? No, we have Knight robes on her. She needs her Master Jedi robes. Frankly, I don't like the dark ones anymore. I want to wear the good ones. There we go. Now we are equals Bastila in the Force. Except I am above. I am more powerful. I am more powerful than you will ever know. Oh, this is the room I poisoned. Cool. This is the room I poisoned. What is this? Pressure door. The airlock is sealed from this side. Okay. Yes, I know I'm poisoned, but I'm healed. Locked. Fuck you. I'm gonna smash open this door. How am I missing a door? Jedi Master robe would probably be the most basic robe possible. Yeah. Yeah, the clicker thing was fascinating and it works. How do you know that, Bick? How do you know that? I'm deeply concerned. It's not letting me smash this door anymore. Alright, well I guess we're going around. This game's like, I'm going to block you from that path. The Canadian story reminds me of the Firefly episode where Zoe and Mel tell Wash and Kaylee why they peel their apples with knives. What? I've never seen Firefly, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, that looks like a good friend. If not friendly, why friend-shaped? Get droid destroyed, you bastard. I'm not even gonna hit the button anymore. He's gonna be dead before next. There we go. That was your death. That's what you get. Because there are repeated stories of people who accidentally trained themselves to do shit using the clicker. There was a whole study done about it. We still have monkey brains, you know. I guess that's true, but I'm not a monkey. I'm a gorilla. And I think that should be all you guys need to know about my stupid brain.
Is somebody out there? Fishy, fishy, fishy. Come and eat me too. You can't get me, little fishy. Nothing here. I'm safe behind my walls.
I'm Junin Valus. I've been sent by the Republic to investigate what's happened here.
Investigate? You're just like the others. Order for the Selkath. Walk and fish next. Trump, trump, trump. If you can run, you might be fast food. The Selkath went insane and started killing everybody. I locked myself in here. I'm safe in here. Nothing can hurt me in here. No fishy food for me.
Come out, we'll protect you from the Selkath.
No, 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 no. That's what the others said. Mercenaries like you, but they're dead. The Selkath ate them. Lunchy munchy. Only the ones left in the south part of the base might still be alive, or where the Colto is. Few fishies there, but many, many, many fishies in between the water.
First, Sway, do you want to come out of that room? You will feel safe with us.
No, no. Only the ones left.
Crazy. All right. What made the Selkath insane?
Go ask them. When the demon screamed, it shook every mind in the station. We fell to the ground but survived. Fishy fishies, though, they just got hungry.
The demon? If you don't come out, I'll just leave you in there.
Bye-bye. Go look for fishy people. They'll chomp and bite and chomp and bite. Food for fishy. That's you.
Craziness. Item received. Cool. Hell yes. Computer parts. Alrighty. Oh, good. Droids. I don't have the patience to train a grown-ass man. Funny. I guess that's fair, though, if you don't really want to do that. Just too much effort. Alright, let's see if I can get into this fucking door. There we go. Much better. Okay. So we're progressing through this rather quickly. It's on the other side of this door. Ah! Insane people. Look at all that damage we do. Badass. Jesus, he's getting destroyed. Pressure door. We can leave through there. Domesticating my brother was enough. Oh, Jesus. That sounds like hard work. It's not worth the effort. What is happening? Is my stream gone or is it just the game? I have turned the volume off to the game. What the fuck? The game crashed. Can you guys still hear me? That's fucking awesome. That's what I get. I try to give you guys a slightly longer stream today, and this ends up happening. Okay. I wonder how much we just lost. I truly wonder how much was just lost in all of that. So let's find out. And depending on how much we lost, we might call a end to the stream. And I might have to do some extra work to get back there. Ah, fuck. The one time you guys could have heard the sound, I have it off. You know what? I think it's willing to do it. I think it's worth doing it again. So you guys can hear the amazing Xbox sounds. Ah, listen to that. There we go. That is called nostalgia right there. Right before you start playing some 4-way Halo. Some 4-way Halo on the small ass split screens on your box TVs. On Sidewinder. That's the sound you would hear every time. It really is peak nostalgia. It's just such a dope sound, you know. Alright, let's see where we're at. No way, we just lost all of that. Trying to record trick shots. We didn't do trick shots. We weren't good enough. We were just trying to kill each other. All right. Well, we just lost all of that, so I think I might call an end of the stream, and then I'll work my way back off screen, so that way, because I don't think I think we got most of the information we needed. But for now, we're gonna hit the save button right here, because that sucks. But yeah, I can either leave it for now and we'll just start next stream right here, or I might do some off-screening to just work our way through this place again, because we basically finished the entire place. That was the last room that we needed to go through. So that's rough. But anyway, okay, everybody, wish you have a nice evening and a nice week. Oh, speaking of next week, I won't be streaming on Wednesday because that same Thursday is my exterminator test, so I'm just going to be like hardcore studying all week long. I'm even going to record Tuesday's video right after the stream is done, and then I'll be editing, hopefully uploading it for any members. So if you're a member of the channel, you'll get it early, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I will see you guys next Sunday for the next stream. So until then, peace.